Hello and welcome to Robottal Wars with me, Harry.
And me, Sean.
And here we are, the final episode of round 1. We started this competition with 96 mighty machines, but only 48 will remain as we move on to the second round. However, 16 wildcard spots are indeed up for grabs, and these will be revealed very soon. But until then, we still have a few places left. But before that, Sean, how does all of this work?
Well, it's a very complex question there, Harry. How indeed does it all work? How does life itself work? Oh, you mean Robottal Wars. Well, Harry, like you said, 48 machines will make it through to the second round alongside 16 wildcards. Wins are decided by KO victories or judges' decisions, where judges will be basing the winner of the fight based on damage, control, and aggression. Now enough of the details, on with the fight card! And our first match is the Danny DeVito full body spinner Trasherbot taking on the Lord of the Rings flipper Fangirl. And then after that, Dom the Seaboard brings in his vertical spinner Mermaid to take on the diagonal spinner of Vortex. And then after that, it's the Battle of the Burbs. Two-headed Flamingo with its dual pecker design takes on Necky Senior with Egglet. And then after that, the powerful flipper of Flippy Dippy takes on the wacky and wild design of the Accent flipper Keeper. Then, Architect brings on its saw blade against the intergalactic flipper of Orbitus. And then the lifter of Fork and Talk takes on the flail spinner of Bolas. After that, Rhino with its giant horizontal spinner takes on the interchangeable weaponry of Kaiju. Then the heaviest spinner in Robottal Wars, Red Mist, takes on the crushing fangs of Monster. And then Lord of the Rings makes a return with the drum spinner Lord of Spins versus the lovable Spiky Mate. And then finally, the most powerful spinner in Robottal Wars, Summit, the compact dog meat. What a round this has been, Harry. Some machines are already making a name for themselves here, and I cannot wait to see where they go next. But we still have a few spaces available for the next round, so Harry, shall we begin?
For certain, Sean, and starting off this final episode, it's Lord of the Rings versus It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Something I just said that makes absolutely no sense, but yet here we are. Fangirl versus Trasherbot to begin the madness. We have Lord of the Rings versus Danny DeVito. Honestly, I never thought I'd say that sentence, Sean, but I've just said it. Ongo Gabotlian being thrown up in the air already by Fangirl. That rear hinge flipper of Fangirl, very strong. And Trasherbot now coming in on the side, based on the Trash Man from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I really don't know where some of these references come from, but Fangirl here in a lot of trouble as Ongo Gabotlian goes flying across the arena. Sean, what are we watching right now?
If you told me, oh my goodness, out of the arena there goes Ongo Gabotlian. If you'd have told me there was going to be a Danny DeVito robot in Robottal Wars, that alone I wouldn't have believed you on. But for that to not only happen, it's in the arena again. How? And for it to be doing as well as it is. For it to be doing as well as it is.
Ongo Gabotlian! Oh gosh!
Ongo Gabotlian! How in the world is this fight even real?
Ongo Gabotlian taken out by a flip of Fangirl there. My gosh, rest in peace, my dear prince. And here we now have Fangirl now in the later stages of this fight, getting the aggression in, driving Trasherbot into the corner. Trasherbot can't get up to speed here. Danny DeVito shaking his head, worrying what happens from here. But Fangirl, good driving now by Team Fellowship Robot. Despite a funny start, here we go. Fangirl now finally showing off that power that I was talking to Team Fellowship about. Fangirl throwing Trasherbot about, Sean. What is this going on now?
This has been an amazing fight throughout. Now, one thing I'm going to have to ask really quick. When Danny DeVito said, I'm going to throw trash all over the ring, did he mean the extended Ongo Gabotlian? But oh my goodness, Trasherbot's been thrown out of the arena!
Well, what a way to start the episode, guys. Welcome to Robottal Wars as we continue round 1. And look at the carnage here. Danny DeVito, Trasherbot. A very impressive machine early on. Ongo Gabotlian with some magic tricks, escaping, falling out of the arena, but they're dying in mid-air. And Fangirl here with the later stage of the battle really taking control. And there was the killing blow as Trasherbot thrown in the trash.
Poor Trasherbot started off so strong. The real American was turning Fangirl into well, trash. But Fangirl with an impressive comeback here, just proving that the fight isn't over until the 3 minutes are up.
Absolutely, Sean. A great turnaround for the Team Fellowship machine, and wiping out poor little Ongo Gabotlian as well. The monster! Excellent stuff to start off this episode here. Fangirl moving on to our second round.
And the madness only continues from here, Harry. Aside from a single win with Siren, Team Seaborg have not had the best time in Robottal Wars. However, they aren't giving up just yet as the siren calls for Mermaid.
Mermaid is one of 5 Team Seaborg machines we have in this season, and this one is already terrifying the competition. Armed with a deadly vertical spinning disc, Team Seaborg are hoping to throw their victims high into the sky before leaving them in pieces.
Team Seaborg claim that Mermaid is capable of leaving its opponents scattered across the arena, virtually unrecognisable due to the sheer power of Mermaid's cutting disc. Team Seaborg show a lot of confidence here, but their track record on Robottal Wars hasn't been too impressive. Let's see if Mermaid can make the difference. And here we have the powerful horizontal spinner in Vortex versus the very beastly vertical spinner in Mermaid. Mermaid, a beautiful looking robot. At the moment though, neither weapon's actually touching each other. We seem to be having a problem where both robots are... Oh, and just as I was about to explain why they couldn't contact their weapons, Mermaid getting in underneath Vortex and chucking it into the air. That's an insanely powerful vertical weapon right there, wouldn't you say, Harry?
Absolutely, and vertical spinners, very, very impressive. The teeth go underneath and they fly up, throwing the robot up in the air. Vortex in a lot of trouble here because Mermaid is very much built for a robot like Vortex. As we can see here, Vortex now in a lot of trouble, stuck up against the wall, and I worry for the back part of Vortex there to get stuck underneath our arena wall. Mermaid doing all the pushing power here, all of the aggression, but I've got to say I'm not impressed so far with the damage in this fight, or thereof the lack of it. But here we have Vortex now being thrown up in the air again by Mermaid. Very impressive, Sean.
Absolutely, Mermaid made by the Seaborg, an absolute legend in the sport, making some incredible robots like Ursula and Mermaid. No slouch at all in the team, and you can see here with their absolute control over Vortex. Mermaid, I'm wondering, I don't even know if Vortex could possibly turn it around at this point.
Oh my good God, Sean!
My God.
Oh
just as I say it, just as I say it, Vortex with that weapon tears off Mermaid's head. How in the world?
Well, I don't know. This turns things around considerably, Sean. Vortex, at the brink of defeat, one spin around with that disc, taking out the weapon of Mermaid. And now Mermaid, just a box. It can't do anything now, Sean. What happens from here? Well, I say Mermaid has done more of the damage, some more of the aggression here, but Vortex just took out the spinner of Mermaid.
It now all depends on how you rank the damage. Do you rank the damage Mermaid's been doing throughout the fight, or that key bit of damage right there from Vortex, tearing off one panel and the entire weapon head of Mermaid? That'll really determine the judge's decision as we end this fight here. What an epic encounter there!
I know, and I was falling asleep to begin with. I thought that this fight was getting very dull, and I thought these two spinners were putting on nothing here. We got some early aggression here from Mermaid, taking out Vortex, throwing it about a little bit. But apart from that, it was a very, very slow fight. But here is the moment where Vortex turned things around considerably. And as the tooth comes flying off of Vortex, it takes out the spinner of Mermaid. We've got to take this to the judges. Mermaid had that, Sean. Mermaid had that, but then Vortex came along and tore off the disc. How on earth do you even decide a winner here?
Well, Harry, I honestly haven't a clue. That was sheer domination from Mermaid, but losing its primary weapon in the final moments of the fight has really turned the tides here.
Absolutely. Whilst Mermaid did a lot of the aggression and control throughout, losing your weapon is a very big deal, and Vortex may have swung the decision here, Sean. Do we have a decision?
Indeed we do, Harry. It's a tough one, splitting the judges 2-1. Vortex was in a lot of trouble here, bullied by Mermaid throughout the fight. Control and aggression was certainly on Mermaid's side here, but the judges say that Vortex taking out Mermaid's disc has made the fight impossibly difficult to decide a winner for. However, they have had to make a decision, and whilst it may be controversial, the judges claim that the fight must be considered as a whole, and therefore, due to dominating the fight throughout, Team Seaborg have another win under their belt. They've gone for Mermaid!
Team Seaborg with a big win here. I think I have to agree with the judges here, Sean. You just have to consider where the boundaries lie, and Mermaid certainly controlled the fight up until it lost its primary weapon. It really was getting some huge blows on Vortex. Commiserations to Team Torches, but no doubt we'll be seeing Vortex as a wildcard in the next round after that shock ending.
For certain, Harry. That could be the closest fight we've had on Robottal Wars yet, and I certainly don't envy the judges for having to pick a winner there. A big congratulations to Team Seaborg, who have seemingly got their mojo back. We look forward to seeing Mermaid in round 2.
Back to the robot chaos as two-headed Death Flamingo takes on Neki Senior. Well, everybody heard that bird is the word. It's the battle of the birds here. The flamingo versus the vulture, and a strange little egg creature as well in Egglet. But here it's just pecking after pecking after pecking. And Neki Senior now on the back, a peck on the head of two-headed Death Flamingo. That's quite painful.
Well, that's how you show your love, just to give them a little peck. But to be honest, this is pecking crazy. Egglet being damaged by two-headed Death Flamingo, but it's not the one that two-headed Death Flamingo should be worrying about. As you can see, Neki Senior swinging down again and again, unbalancing itself. But what's Egglet doing? Two-headed Death Flamingo's up in the air, and I believe Egglet might be trying to push two-headed Death Flamingo into Neki Senior. Neki Senior getting a lot of lovely swings in there. Egglet, not a great mini-bot, but definitely proving itself effective here in really distracting two-headed Death Flamingo.
Absolutely, and Egglet doing actually a really good job as a mini-bot, getting underneath two-headed Death Flamingo, keeping it from getting onto the ground, getting away. Really good showing here. Good driving from Team Orc, and Neki Senior doing all of the damage here. Honestly, two-headed Death Flamingo, despite being a legend and a loved machine, did not put on the best showing here, and I can't help but say that all of this is because of the MVP of the battle, Egglet.
Oh, absolutely, and as you saw there before the replays, Egglet actually helped immobilize two-headed Death Flamingo, and as you can see here, Egglet killed by two-headed Death Flamingo. Neki Senior getting it pushed onto Egglet. A nice bit of strategy there, and two-headed Death Flamingo had no hope. Neki Senior to the next round. The bird of prey goes over the flamingo there. I'm sure that's how the food chain works. Neki Senior looking ruthless there. Don't be fooled by that robot's appearance. That axe packs one hell of a punch.
Hey, we can credit Neki Senior for that win, but the real MVP here has to be the legendary Egglet. Amazing tactics here by Egglet, getting underneath two-headed Death Flamingo, angling the pink machine into Neki's brutal axe.
Congratulations, Team Orc. Neki Senior flies on to round 2.
The action continues as the dual weapon axe flipper, the Keeper, takes on the rear hinge flipper of Flippy Dippy.
The powerful flipper of Flippy Dippy versus the iron ore inspired robot of the Keeper, and a great early flip there by the Keeper. Not the most powerful flipper by any means, but you can see there, opportune timing means Flippy Dippy upended, and now the Keeper trying to swing that axe down, getting a glancing blow. Flippy Dippy now has to turn things around.
Absolutely, but I do question the length of Flippy Dippy here. It's a very long flipper, and we have seen problems with those before. But the Keeper, with the two weapons, the flipper and the axe, I have a lot of hope for this robot right now. But if they keep driving like they are right now, this is Flippy Dippy's chance. One throw, they could be out of the arena. Could this be it? No, the Keeper still in, but now flailing about on its side. Flippy Dippy with another huge flip there. The Keeper in a lot of trouble right now. Could this be it? No. Oh my gosh, Keeper just... I'm on the edge of my seat here, Sean.
The Keeper dicing with death. Team Dominus told me before the match that the Keeper, if it's flipped over, can really struggle to self-right. You can see there Flippy Dippy trying to make sure that if it goes to the judges, that they get the win. But because right now they can't seem to get that all-important out of the arena flip, no matter how hard they try. I guess they're intimidated by that face. It could be it! No, the Keeper still in it! I think Flippy Dippy's intimidated by the face of the keeper. I mean, that is pure malice on the keeper's face right there. A nice swing from the axe there. And again, Flippy Dippy taking some damage there from the keeper. And the keeper holding its ground, stopping Flippy Dippy from getting underneath there.
Well, you do say that, Sean, but the keeper in a bit of trouble here, because if Flippy Dippy can get under it, there is nothing to stop it throwing the keeper out of the arena. But now the keeper coming in onto Flippy Dippy turning away, and that seems to be a problem. Now the keeper underneath Flippy Dippy. Sean, are we seeing the underdog get through here?
That happy-go-lucky robot is now pissed. It's coming in with flips and axes, coming back tenfold with everything Flippy Dippy has done to it. The keeper just not relenting for a second there. My goodness, and it's going in for more. Flippy Dippy, I have to wonder, maybe the driver is a little dazed and confused there as it tries to get in another flip, try and turn things around, because that was an amazing series of assaults there from the keeper.
Late stage stuff there from the keeper. I really thought Flippy Dippy would be getting this, throwing out the keeper. I thought it was gone. I thought the keeper was out of the arena, but it gets back in every time. Flippy Dippy just missing out on those crucial out of the arenas. And then the keeper, but just that damage at the end, and now just turning in circles. Flippy Dippy not looking good in the final stages of this bout. And honestly, Sean, we go to a judge's decision, and I would have told you Flippy Dippy based on the early stages of this battle. But in the end, I think the keeper came out on top.
I think so as well. While Flippy Dippy had a very nice early assault there, getting in a few good flips, none of them really were critical. Apart from a few that got them onto the wall, a lot of them were mainly just flips that briefly caused Keeper to be out of control. But as you can see there, a lot of great stuff. The keeper getting back, nearly flipped out of the arena. That was one of the key flips from Flippy Dippy, but that late stage assault, as you can see here, was so quick. Such a barrage, and Flippy Dippy really took some punishment. I think the keeper might have this. Well, Harry, that certainly was a back and forth. Flippy Dippy with the early domination, but the keeper came back very strong by the end. Looks like we have another difficult judge's decision on our hands, Harry.
Well, Sean, this is a very difficult one. Flippy Dippy had a number of moments where it nearly got the keeper out of the arena, but the important thing is that they failed to do so. But we have a judge's decision, and they say that the keeper made an impressive comeback, and due to good driving in order to stay in the arena, again, it may be controversial, but they've gone for the keeper.
Well, I think that was going to be controversial regardless, but congratulations to the keeper making the comeback against all odds. A beautiful combo of attacks. A beautiful combo of attacks from the keeper really stood out for the judges. Let's hope we see more of this excellent offense in round 2.
And moving on from there as round 2 draws ever closer, let's have a look at a few of the fights we haven't got time to show in full, and see a few more machines making their way to the next round. And good Robottal face off here as Architect faces Orbitus. Quite honestly, I just feel so sorry for Architect here. Has an interesting weapon, interesting design, but the wedge flipper wins once more. And one throw here from Orbitus, and there we see the crucial moment of Architect Streamer getting stuck on the wall, which means just a simple flip, and Architect's hopes and dreams are gone.
Bolas versus Fork and Talk. Really, the two robots were at a stalemate for a lot of the time, but Fork and Talk were able to keep that spinning weapon from really getting up to speed before finally ripping it off. The link holding that weapon was very weak, and at that point, there really wasn't anything else. Bolas never got in any damage. Fork and Talk ripped that little bit off of Bolas. This was all Bolas was able to do, and Fork and Talk with one last great lift. Fork and Talk to the next round.
Kaiju went for the wedge here in the early stages of the battle, taking on Rhino, ramming into it, but Rhino got some good damage in with that mean horizontal spinner, taking out the wheel and the wheel guard of Kaiju, and it looked like it was about to win and get through to round 2, but then after getting turned over, they discovered they were not invertible, and Kaiju, by the skin of its teeth, got through.
Here in this fight, we had the beefiest spinner in the form of Redness with those powerful hammers. We thought this match was certainly going to go in their favour. But as you can see, Monster being able to keep that weapon and using that crushing arm Red Mist really never got a say in from that point. With the durable wedge, Monster will be going through to the next round. And we'll be seeing more of Orbitus, Fork and Talk, Kaiju and Monster in round 2. But now, things are getting really serious. 46 robots have got that all-important winner, guaranteed a spot in the second round. Only 2 more machines will have that privilege. So will it be the menacing drum spinner of Lord of the Spins, or the far too adorable for being in the arena, Spiky Mate?
Well, this might be cheating, Sean, because my girlfriend's in this tournament, so I'm probably a little bit biased, but I adore Spiky Mate here. The face of death. The many spikes. My girlfriend tells me that the spikes are there because it's going to spike robots to death. And now facing off against Lord of the Spins from Team Fellowship, I fear for Spiky Mate here. That is a mean drum spinner.
I have to apologise to your girlfriend. I know you love Spiky Mate. I think it's an adorable robot. But Lord of the Spins, a compact yet terrifyingly powerful drum spinner. Right now, Spiky Mate holding it back, giving it a burst of flame, trying to get some points for the judges if it can go the whole length. But I think the moment that Lord of the Spins turns around and uses that weapon, it'll be more than just those 2 spikes on the side of its face that get ripped off. I think it'll be going out back to your girlfriend in a cardboard box.
Well, I hope not, because I'll never hear the end of it, Sean. But we see Spiky Mate now pinning Lord of the Spins into the arena corner there. And honestly, Spiky Mate, some good driving here. And Lord of the Spins is not moving, Sean. Lord of the Spins being counted out.
How in the world? This is not what I'd expected at all. There must have been some technical failures or something. Spiky Mate has won!
Spiky Mate through.
You can see here at the beginning, 2 of the spikes ripped off. You can see a little push there from a failure in the drum. That might have been signs early on of technical problems with Lord of the Spins. Spiky Mate taking full advantage, pushing it into the wall. Lord of the Spins, a very good drum spinner, but here the performance was very shoddy, and this corner, it would never leave it.
Well, it says on the bottom of Lord of the Spins, spin to win. But I think they should be changing that to spike to win. As Spiky Mate goes through, the god continues its warpath. Get the confetti, get the cheerleaders, play that funky music, white boy. Spiky Mate is moving on to round 2.
Lord of the Spins turned over and out, losing mobility on the arena floor. Well, it may be a lucky win, but it's a win nonetheless. Onward, Spiky Mate, to our second round.
And now from the wildly unexpected to the horrifyingly brutal. Here we are, people. It's taken 5 episodes, and now we've reached the final fight of round 1. Who will be getting the big win here out of these 2 powerhouses? Will it be the tandem offense of Dogmeat and Catnip? Or will Summit leave the Team 6-4 machines in a million pieces? It's all to play for as we reach tonight's main event. And it's main event time, the final episode of round 1. And who will be joining the rest of the robots in the second round? Will it be Summit from Team Charleston or Dogmeat from Team 6-4? An already incredibly destructive fight here. The fearsome spinner of Summit now in trouble. Dogmeat and Catnip working together in unison. Sean, here we go.
Dogmeat, a nice, powerful but compact spinner, able to take hits, but Summit, without a doubt, our most powerful spinner in this. And you can see Catnip using that wedge, but now it's just been killed, and the weapon of Dogmeat has been ripped off by Summit. The pure power display, taking out Catnip, disabling Dogmeat's weapon by ripping it clean off. I think this is it for Dogmeat. I can't imagine them coming back from this.
Well, a main event can't always be long, Sean, but it can be damn destructive. And here we're seeing Summit just looking absolutely relentless. Poor Dogmeat, poor Catnip. Summit, an absolute killer, Sean.
Summit, the moment, as you see there with the killing blow, the moment Summit got onto its feet, it was, you can see here, they were trying to get in, trying to overwhelm Summit with their abilities, but the moment that Summit got back on its feet, it was like, that's fun, kids, playtime's over. And my goodness, this was the most brutal display I think I've seen in this round. I cannot think of anyone that could potentially take out Summit, but Summit is going on to the next round, and I fear for their opponent. Murder on the arena floor, Harry! Summit wiped out Dogmeat in quick and hideous fashion.
Team Charleston said to be afraid of Summit, and they were absolutely right. Dogmeat and Catnip left in pieces. Summit begins its warpath, and honestly, Sean, I could see this killing machine going all the way.
Well, it's an early prediction, Harry, but I'm sure after that performance, many are thinking the same thing. What a way to finish round 1! That was quite easily our most brutal fight yet, and it's only going to get worse from here as we raise the bar higher in round 2.
Absolutely, Sean. We'll be announcing the 16 robots joining round 2 as precious wildcards in a video being uploaded in 2 days' time here on Good Robottal, so be sure to check that out.
We will have 15 wildcards decided by our panel of judges based on their round 1 performance. A judge's decision loss certainly gives machines a head start here, but if a machine performed well before being beaten, these will absolutely be considered as well.
As for our 16th and final wildcard spot, that will be decided in a 3-way melee of bots, which whilst we feel didn't put on the best show, deserve a second chance based on their opponent or their legacy. Who will be our 16 wildcards? Keep an eye out on Good Robottal, as you'll be finding out very soon.
We hope you enjoyed round 1 of Robottal Wars. We'll be back next episode as we delve into round 2. Be sure to go check out the round 1 episodes of Pit Talk over on Good Robottal. Our Pit Talk discussion for this episode will also include the round 2 fights lineup, so be sure to tune in for that as well.
But until then, please give us your support by leaving a comment telling us what you thought of round 1 in the comments below. Give this video a like, and if you haven't already, give Good Robottal a cheeky subscribe for more robot combat content. And definitely do so for the Dominus Ignis as well, as he's just wonderful. But until next time, I've been Harry.
And I've been Sean.
And that was carnage. That was mayhem. That was the end of round 1 of Robottal Wars. See you next time for round 2. Goodbye.